everyone, welcome back to my channel. This video is going to be something that I got a lot of requests on, and that would be a highlighting and contouring tutorial. So this is just the way that I do my highlighting and contouring. I'm not a professional, I just really enjoy doing makeup, so yeah, I'm pretty much going to get right into it. I'm not going to do my brows or anything because this is just for the purpose of the highlighting and contouring, but I am going to put some chapstick on my lips because my lips feeling a little crusty. Alright, so there's a few things you're going to need in order to do the highlight and contour. First, you're going to need a foundation of your choice. What I'm choosing to use is the Maybelline Dream Fresh BB Cream in the color Deep Sheer Tint. You're going to need a concealer, preferably something 1 to 2 shades lighter than your skin tone. I'm going to use the LA Girl Pro Conceal in the color Fawn. Also a primer, something that you can, lay your foundation on so that it will stay throughout the day. So I'm using the e.l.f. Mineral Face Primer. You're going to need a darker powder than your skin tone for the contouring. So for that, I'm just using a Coastal Scents Hot Pot in the color Chocolatier. And then you're going to need some powders to set your foundation and your concealer. So you're going to need a foundation that's a powder that's your skin tone, and a powder that pretty much matches your highlight. So these are the LA Girl Mineral Press Powders. You're also going to need a beauty blender. This is just one that I got from TJ Maxx, and it's clean and it's damp. And you're going to need a ton of brushes, of course. So first, what you just want to start out doing is priming your face, and that's so once you have your primer on, what you want to do is apply the foundation of choice. So this is my Maybelline Dream Fresh BB Cream, as I stated before. And to apply that foundation, I'm going to be using my e.l.f. powder brush. Now that you have your foundation on, the next step would be to highlight. Now to highlight, that basically means to make the high points of your face come forward, and when you're contouring, you're making the low points of your face go inward. So you're bringing your high points such as your forehead, the bridge of your nose, your cheeks, right here, and your cupid's bow, up so it's more noticeable, stands out, looks better. So I'm going to be using the LA Girl Pro Conceal, and I'm just going to put some on all the places that I want to highlight. So when you're highlighting underneath your eyes, you want to do like a triangle. So you kind of want to go from here, you want to go from your inner corner to pretty much where your nostril ends, and then bring it up towards your, kind of so like it's right underneath your eyebrow. So I'm going to do the same thing with the other eye. And some people just like to go ahead and highlight their cupid's bow. I personally just highlight the whole area under my nose because it just suits me better and it looks a lot better. So I'm just going to put some there. And I'm going to go ahead and blend that out using my damp beauty blender. So once I do that, I know I look really crazy right now, but I'm going to take whatever is on my beauty blender and just put it right here. And then I like to take a concealer that is about a half shade to a shade darker than the concealer I put here, and put it down my nose. But you can use the same concealer that you used. I just choose to do this because I just like the way it looks. So I'm going to put that down the bridge of my nose and do like a little circle. Then bring it up to my forehead. I don't really highlight my whole forehead just because my forehead's kind of big, so there's no need for that. I'm going to go ahead and blend that out. So right now, of course, I'm looking nice and crazy. Now it's time to blend out the harsh lines. So you're going to go in with that same brush that you used to apply your foundation. If you have some foundation left on the back side of your brush, of your hand, just kind of dip your brush in there and buff out the edges. So now it's time to apply your contour. Now, a lot of people like to use a cream-based contour followed by a powder, so I'll do that today. The cream-based contour that I'm going to be using first will be the 3D Ruby Kisses Face Creator, and I'm going to take the darkest shade, which is this one over here, and I'm just going to take it with my finger, put it on my finger, and then if you guys can see, I already have that area where my cheekbone kind of goes in, so I'm just going to kind of follow that. So now that you have all your liquid and cream products applied, now you want to set them with powder. And you're setting them with powder so that they last all day and they don't crease, because creasing does not look cute. So as I showed you guys before, to set my foundation and concealer, I'm going to use these LA Colors Mineral Press Powders, and the dark one is in Ebony and the lighter one is in the color Toffee. I'm just going to take a fluffy brush. This is the e.l.f. complexion brush. So for the lighter one, I'm going to use this one. I always set this first. So just get that product really on my brush and pat it in. And I'm going to take a smaller brush to set my nose highlight. So as you guys can see, it's not as harsh already when you put the powder on, and it tones it down, but you can still see that it's highlighted. Okay, so now what I'm going to do next is take the darker color and cover the rest of my face. So this is what we have so far. Next, I'm going to take a smaller brush and go over my nose contour and make that a little bit more defined. So as you guys can see, it doesn't look as harsh as it did before when I first started. Everything looks blended. The last step is going to be to set your contour. So as I told you guys, I'm going to be using that Hot Pot and Chocolatier. And I'm just going to take a little bit on my brush, tap off the excess, and just go over wherever I put that contour, and I'm actually going to blend it up into my cheek a little bit. So this is pretty much the finished look for the highlighting and contouring. If you want, you can go ahead and add some blush. So I'm going to go ahead and add my blush. And an extra bonus step you can do if you really want your cheeks to pop is you can use a highlighter, which is a powdered, kind of shimmery, it's like an eyeshadow, but this is the e.l.f. Golden Bronzer. It comes with 4 different shades. So I'm going to take a stipple brush and just go in these 2 colors, and you just kind of spread that right over where you put your blush. Pretty much everything for this video. I hope this was really helpful for you guys, because I know a lot of you have been asking for it. But yeah, this is the finished look, and of course you would finish it off with your eyebrows, obviously, your lips, and eyeshadow. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.